everyone, welcome back to the Jersey Collection videos. Today we're taking a look at the Vancouver Canucks, and this will be the biggest one to date so far that we've done. I have 8 jerseys to show you, and this is kind of surprising because I didn't have a lot of Canucks jerseys for the longest time. Pretty much up until 2019 is kind of when I started getting them. It feels like it was pretty much just yesterday, but I mean, all of last year is pretty much a write-off. I didn't get a lot of jerseys last year in comparison to previous years, but we do have 8 jerseys, and I'm pretty excited about this. It's a bit of a diverse collection. They're not all the same, which is kind of nice, but yet there's some similar ones in there, so kind of take it with a grain of salt. The Canucks were honestly one of the last teams I got a jersey for on my way to, at the time, getting a jersey from all 30 teams. Vegas wasn't around quite yet, and they were probably, I think, maybe the 3rd last team that I got a jersey from, or maybe 4th. Maybe I got Edmonton after that, and then Vegas. Columbus being the team that I got last, unfortunately. I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm just going to say, if you guys haven't seen my intro video, I know a lot of you guys probably already have, but if you are new and watching this for the first time, I did kind of an intro video explaining what's kind of going on here, but we're going to be taking a look at my Vancouver Canucks jerseys, so let's do it. Also, can you guess the player back there? Pretty easy. Alright, so up first we have the 88 or 89 to, what was it, 97 kind of style. This is not obviously an identical representation of it. It is the Adidas Team Classic. It is very soft, very comfortable to wear. It does have the little fight strap. The logo is nice and stitched on there. It is hard to get on. This neckline is very tight, and it takes a bit to pull that over. And I don't really have a big head, so that's saying something. People who have a big head, you're not getting this on or off if you do get it on. It is blank at the moment. I would love to get this sent out and get Bure on there. I'm just not sure if I want to get number 10 or number 96. I know he really liked the number 96, but he had a very bad time wearing the number 96. But he did have the A with the 96, so I'm considering doing that. And yeah, I got this from Ben H Sports, and this I think was, I can't remember how much I paid for it. It was in a big jersey unboxing thing, so yeah, moving on to the next one. So this was the first Canucks jersey that I ever bought. I got it really cheap, that's why I did get it, and it was blank at the time. I got it from Pro Hockey Life here in Calgary. I had it sent out to have Sven Barchi put on it, and that's pretty much the only reason I bought it. At the time, I hated the Canucks. I did not like them at all, but they started getting some players that I quite liked, and this was one of the, I think maybe about the second player, because I really liked Radim Vrbata. It's kind of the 2007, technically I'd say 2011, because it does have the Reebok word mark on there, to 2017 era Canucks jersey, and I'm pretty happy with it. I do have better Canucks jerseys in my collection, but this one's my first, so I'll never forget it. Up next is the 2017 to 2019 Vancouver home jersey. I got this from Ben H Sports, a pretty good price. He was trying to clear out a lot of the 46 with the smaller size logos on it, so I did get it. This is one of the smaller ones because it does have a word mark on there. It's not terrible. Don't get me wrong, it's not good by any means, but in comparison to some 46s with the small logo, this one would be not too bad. I do have it blank at the moment. I pretty much only got this with the sole intention of getting Jussi Jokinen put on there. If it wasn't for him playing there, I honestly probably wouldn't have this jersey. But I'm happy I do, and I look forward to getting Jussi Jokinen put on there at some point. Alright, so in 2019, the Vancouver Canucks did us all a favor and took off the word mark, and for their home and road jersey, they came out with a new 3rd jersey and a 50th anniversary specialty jersey. So Vancouver treated us very well for jerseys in 2019, including some fantastic warm-up jerseys that were not actually used in game, which was crying shame. Absolutely criminal that a lot of those jerseys were not worn in game. I'm talking about like Naslin era in the Flying V. That would have been spectacular to see in a game. But I did get this from Ben H Sports. It is blank at the moment. I have every intention of getting Bo Horvat put on this at some point. He's really won me over, and I absolutely love him. He's one of my favorite players right now, and I cannot wait to get his name and number put on this. Up next, my pride and joy. This is my favorite Vancouver jersey that I own. It's their road jersey. I think it is the best road jersey in the entire NHL. The overall uniform is spectacular. There's not a single flaw with this jersey or uniform. I did buy it blank, but I had it sent out and had Pedersen put on there. If you guys want, you can check out my video that I did about where I go and get all my jerseys crested and everything like that. I'll leave a link to that down there. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I love the white logo on the shoulder. I know a lot of people say that that should be blue like it used to be. I disagree. I can see where they're coming from, but I think the white just, there's something about it that's very subtle that I really like. And yeah, this is by far my favorite Canucks jersey that I own. Alright, up next is the third jersey that they had for their 50th season, and obviously they still wore it this year as well. And this is fantastic. I absolutely love it. There's, again, like the road jersey, nothing I would change about it. At first, I was kind of disappointed that, somewhere in the arms or this blue stripe down here, I felt like should have been white. But then when I got it, I really liked it because I did get it with a name and number put on the back. I actually have two. I'll go into that story here in a second. But I have Markstrom on the back. Now why I have two, I ordered this one first, and I had it sent out to get customized with Markstrom on it. And the place I took it to did it wrong, and I was not happy at all. They said there was really nothing they could do for me. They said they wouldn't be able to strip it. So yeah, they kind of screwed that up pretty good, and then I was pretty disappointed about them, but they usually treat me pretty well there. So I said, well, what if I buy another one? I'll buy it blank. You guys do the right customization because it is a little bit of a uniquer one. They just put their regular home customization kit on there. I'll buy the new one, but on top of that, you guys are going to customize it for free. And then on top of that, so I'm not out any money, you guys are going to do X amount of jerseys for free for me. They did that. I was very happy with it. This one, they said they couldn't strip it, but they did, and they did a pretty good job, to be honest. Like, there's not a whole lot of residue on here. So I either might try to figure out how to give this away with my other jerseys that I'm supposed to try to figure out how to give away, or get this one customized again and have two. Just one other little thing about this jersey. This is one of the jerseys I feel needs to be customized. If you have this in your collection and it is blank, you're not living it up to its full potential. Like, this is one of the best jerseys to get customized. The number kit on here is so unique. It's kind of got those perforated holes, but they're in a kind of a different pattern. They're supposed to kind of represent, the rainforest or rain in Vancouver, which is a really nice little touch that I absolutely love. Alright, up next is the 50th anniversary Heritage jersey. Though they have used this recently in the past couple seasons, but this one is the first one that's in Adidas, obviously, and it got the 50th anniversary patch on there. I'm honestly not a huge fan of this one. I much prefer the white jersey. I do prefer white jerseys typically more, but this one I wanted all four of them, and I got all four of them from last season. I got it sent out to have Antoine Roussel put on it. This was one of the ones that I think I did get for free in terms of customization, but the jersey itself I got from Ben H Sports, so awesome, and I like it. I like having it in the collection a lot. Alright, and the newest one that you guys will have seen me unbox pretty recently is the Vancouver Canucks Reverse Retro, based off of a previous third jersey, but instead of green, it was kind of red or maroon or purplish. And yeah, I got this from Ben H Sports. It is blank. I do want to get this one sent out to get Niels Höglander put on there. I was going to do Adam Gaudette, but I think I should do Höglander. The only thing I want to figure out is if he wore this with his name bar with the two little dots above the O, the Olmart or whatever the hell it's called. Because I know the first couple times they wore this, he did not have those on his name bar at the moment. So I'm not sure the last time the Canucks wore this jersey if they would have added those to his name bar or not at that point. So I got to figure that out, if I can get the little two dots above his O or not. Alright, so now I'm going to give you my top 5 favorite Vancouver Canucks jerseys throughout their entire franchise history. And I do have to go with number 5 being the Flying V. Now this seems like such an odd choice because honestly I hated this jersey for so long and I didn't like it at all until I saw it in an Adidas that they used for warm-ups during their 50th anniversary, and seeing Bo Horvat and Jacob Markstrom wearing that particular jersey really won me over, and I love that jersey. I don't know if it's just me because I can't get it or probably will never get it, but there's something about it that I really liked seeing that in an Adidas, and I would love to see it come as a future jersey down the road. Number 4, I'm going with their 2019 third jersey, the one that I showed you with the Markstrom on it. That jersey is just a work of art. I absolutely love it. I can't say enough good things about it, and I hope it sticks around for quite a while. I would not be opposed to that becoming the full-time home jersey at some point. I know that's very unlikely, and I know a lot of people out there don't really like it. They think there should be a little bit more white in the jersey. I understand where you're coming from with that for sure. I just definitely disagree though. Number 3, I'm going with their current road jersey right now. The jersey that I think is the best road jersey at the moment in the NHL. I do have it number 3 in their all-time jersey history list. I absolutely love it. Like I said earlier, I don't think there's anything that needs to be changed. I think it is a perfect hockey uniform as it is, and a beautiful looking jersey. Number 2, I'm going with the 2003 white, what I call the Naslin era jersey, and I'm going with the 2003 to 2007. I know the actual jersey itself came out in 97, but in 2003 they did change it a little bit, adding the stick and rink on the shoulder patches, and I did like that addition and elevated that jersey very, very nicely, complemented it quite well. And this is one of the jerseys that I am very sad that I don't have in my collection. Probably, if I were to able to get this jersey, I would say my Vancouver Canucks collection would be done. I would love to get the Flying V in the next jersey that I'm going to talk about, but if I could get this Naslin era jersey, the white one, I would be so thrilled, just over the moon. I think it is amazing. And I actually hated this jersey as a kid growing up. I didn't like the Canucks. I didn't like a lot of the players except Naslin. They had Hedberg for a bit, which was awesome. But yeah, I really didn't like this jersey back in the day. But right now, very sad that they don't have it anymore. And this was one of the jerseys that they brought back in an Adidas for the 50th anniversary for a few warm-ups here and there. I think actually probably just once. And it looked fantastic in an Adidas. And I need this jersey now. And number 1, my favorite Vancouver Canucks jersey of all time is their 1970 jersey. Their original white jersey that they had. That is just amazing. I don't think you can make an argument that any jersey is better than that for the Vancouver Canucks. It's a unique color scheme with the blue and green. At the time, it was fantastic. They would go on to bring it back during the 2010 season as well. I know they wore it against the LA Kings, and they actually didn't use name bars in that game for both the Kings and the Canucks, which was amazing. It looked really cool. Just kind of an old feeling game. I remember watching that. I think it was the opening game of the season for both teams. I believe it went to a shootout as well. And I think Michael Samuelsson might have scored, or at least taken a shot or something. I definitely remember that game pretty well. Well, not a lot of the details, but the jerseys I remember really well. And this is, again, like the last couple ones, with the Flying V and the Naslin era one. They did bring this back this year, or I guess in 2019 for their 50th anniversary for a few warm-ups, and it looked so good in an Adidas. And I wish that they would have released those jerseys to the general public to buy and worn them in games, because there was no reason why they couldn't have, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is. They looked fantastic, and the Vancouver Canucks have a very, very strong jersey history. There's a little bit of something here for you. So if, I'm not a huge fan of the 90s jerseys, but I know a lot of people are. When I talk about jersey history, there's probably something that you can find in that team's jersey history that you like that maybe someone else doesn't. There's just a little something for everyone. But that pretty much wraps it up for my Vancouver Canucks collection. Guys, let me know what your guys' favorite Vancouver jerseys are. I would be curious to see what you guys think. And up next, we do have the Toronto Maple Leafs. That one's not a huge one, but a decent one. So I'll get working on that probably tomorrow or something, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Take care. Bye.